Hi, so my name is Tariq Wood, and this is my epoem reflection video. I'd like to start with talking about the song that I chose. It's this Jeff Speed 68 sound piece, and you can just listen to the start of it to kind of get the mood of what it's like. Okay, so that's kind of the mood of the entire piece of the musical selection that I chose to go into the background of this video. And the reason that I chose that specific remix of the song is because after going through this website that our great professor showed me, I thought that it best captured the essence of Traveling Through the Dark by William Stafford. The reason I felt this is because this song is all about the beginning stages of hesitation and moving really slow and kind of getting slower as it goes on. So I thought this musical piece did a really great job of kind of starting off slow and progressively getting slower. The next thing that I'd like to discuss is the transitions that I make going through some of these and also some of the edits that I've made to the pictures. I'll start at the beginning. So the first transition I have is into this um, blacked out picture with kind of green specks and brown specks. And I know you can't really tell, but this actually this is a video of deer grazing that I black out and then added a green tint to pieces of the deer that was still visible. The reason that I did that is because I felt like green was a symbol of life, and it was a good way to kind of get the just you thinking throughout the poem about the significance of green, possibly. To continue, I fade into this image of a dying rose, and of course, there's symbolism in fading into the dying rose, and then the words fading into the picture. Both sets dead on the edge, and then of the Wilson River Road both fade into the image, as you can see here by this transition, and then the entire video fades out. It's very similar with this video of the car being rolling down this hill, crashing into objects. We have these very abrupt words. The reason that I chose to stagger the words like this, or because I felt that it best revealed the rolling kind of sensation that I wanted the audience to get from this. So as you can see, we have it is usually best to roll them into the canyon, and you can see it rolls into the image. And as we continue and the image continues to roll itself left of the screen, we have more of that same direction. And as it says that road is narrow, the screen continues to shift to the left if you pay close attention. As it continues to shift, and then all of those words disappear at once, I feel that gives a very straight image to the audience. To swerve might make more. And as you can see, as I put to swerve, I stagger the words as well. And the screen of the video of the car rolling down the hill continues to move left. As we continue, and I have this gap in space here with just the word dead on the screen. I wanted that to be very implanted into the audience's mind as they were watching this, so I left it blank behind the screen. I think the black background of the screen is a very good representation of death, and I didn't really want to mess with that very much. Moving into further transitions, I clicked right back into a video of the traffic. As you can see here, I have stumbled being in a different text bubble entirely here. By the glow of the tail light, I stumbled, and they come into two different sections. As you can see, by the glow of the tail light, I and bold comes in later on. I feel that's a good representation of the hesitation that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. As we continue, you can see this slide also fades out. I believe a lot of this poem is represented well by the fading out of light, fading out of videos. I felt like I was waiting to use the candle at a very great moment, and I think that this is it. staggering the words here. The light as a symbol of warmth, like a mother, a doe, very similar to that. I felt, and then as the candle flickers and continues on, I add more staggering of these words of the words that come from the poem. Um, as you can see, at the beginning of each word appearing, the next word will disappear. So I dragged her off. I think that's again, it's making the audience hesitate so that you do capture that sense of hesitation. Here we have a picture of a mother and the words I have moving from off to the side to the middle, as you can see. Here is actually a scene from the Disney movie Bambi, um, in which we have the forest burning. And again, this symbol of fire is really important to the poem, I think, because warmth shows so much. And finally, I end the video with the candle flickering, which again I think is just a very good symbol of the light and warmth shown by the mother deer. Well, that's basically my e-poem. It's not the entire poem by William Stafford. It's just the first three stanzas. But the poem, I think the e-poem that I created, this was a challenging project for me, mostly because I'm not only not very technologically savvy, but because I'm not very in tune with um, using symbols and videos to relay poems. But I do appreciate that this project helped me kind of grow outside of my playing field and what I'm used to in terms of literacy and literature entirely, making me use two things I'm not very fond of, poems and video editing, to kind of embrace some